I am the daughter of Mexican immigrants. My father was born in Culiacan, Sinaloa, and my mother and siblings in Guadalajara, Jalisco. In 1995, my parents came to the United States in search of economic advancement and educational opportunities for their children. They, too, believed in the idea of meritocracy and came to the United States looking to fulfill their American dream, which ultimately was to be able to send their children to college. So at first, my parents struggled to get used to living in the United States. To this day, my parents agree that coming to the U.S. was one of the best decisions they made. They not only became economically secure, but also provided their children with the opportunity of a lifetime, pursuing higher education. I never imagined a first-generation Mexican-American college student like myself would end up at a university such as Santa Clara, with a full ride. However, it is that exact label that has largely shaped my experience on this campus. It was at Santa Clara University where I first heard comments like, "No, but where are you really from? It must be so easy for minorities to get into college, and you probably got a full ride because you're Mexican." These quotes are all examples of microaggressions, which are subtle insults directed toward people of color, often unconsciously, which communicate hostile, derogatory, or negative messages to the target person. Dr. Daniel Solorzano explains that microaggressions cast doubt on students' academic merits and capabilities, demean their ethnic identity, and dismiss their cultural knowledge. Solorzano's research shows that Latinos experience the accumulation of racial microaggressions as a rejection of their presence at the university, which is similar to my experience at SCU. It is critical to recognize that microaggressions are often intersectional and experienced across various domains. In his research, Christopher Leong reveals that many students not only experience discrimination because of their race, but also through gender role socialization, stereotypes, gender role ideologies, ethnicity, and sexism. However, the biases enacted towards students of color begin well before college, as I experienced in high school, when a counselor told me that maybe Santa Clara was too far of a reach for me. Maybe it would be too hard. Often, the obstacles students come across are far more complicated and traumatizing than my experience was. Students are being marginalized and discouraged to pursue higher education through the experiences they encounter in their K-12 education. Through K-12, the theme of discrimination and racial microaggressions is the most salient. Racial microaggressions can have a tremendous impact on students' motivation and ability to persist in school. Luckily, throughout my primary education, I had a solid base of mentors that always encouraged me to pursue higher education, but for many, that is not the case. Also, microaggressions go beyond simply hurting someone's feelings. Karen Nadal looked at the relationship that exists between racial microaggressions and mental health, and found that racial microaggressions negatively predicted participants' mental health and that they were significantly correlated with depressive symptoms and negative affect. It was through the process of writing my digital testimonial that I was able to explore the process of conocimiento, or self-awareness, a process by which I was able to engage in personal reflection of my experiences and therefore was able to holistically heal in body, mind, and spirit, as Hubert describes in her research. Hubert explains that the microaggressions that we as students encounter remain deeply embedded in the bodies, minds, and spirits of Chicanas navigating through the educational pipeline. In the process of critical reflection afforded by conocimiento and the process of testimonial, I saw how I as a Latina was able to reflect on my personal experience and understand that my experience was rooted in systems of oppression that permeate in our society. The process of testimonial allowed me to have the vocabulary to be able to describe my lived experiences.